Hi, welcome back. I'm Andrea and it's nice to see you guys again. Or, yeah, you know what I mean. Thank you for watching. It's fun doing this. I don't know. No one really talks about in their channels about how fun it is to do these. Maybe they're trying to be cool or something. I've already recognized and acknowledged years ago that I'm incapable of being cool. So this is really fun because my research is fashion. A lot of the book reviews that I do will be fashion related books. So I have two today. I have The Looks of Love, 50 Moments in Fashion That Inspired Romance by Hal Rubenstein. How beautiful is this cover, by the way? Also with a beautiful cover, I have Badgley Mischka, American Glamour. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this book than the other one. So we'll get started with Hal Rubenstein's book. So this book is 50 fully illustrated essays by Hal Rubenstein, who, he's amazing. Writer, designer, one of the founding editors at InStyle magazine, which I've been a fan of for years, where he served as fashion director for 15 years. So this guy knows his stuff. He also has... he's also written on 100 Unforgettable Dresses, which I'm going to talk about. So, The Looks of Love, so this 50 Moments in Fashion That Inspired Romance, this was one of the book club, the Arizona Costume Institute book club picks. Pros and cons. Pros. It is beautifully illustrated. Lots of beautiful pictures. So we've got Casablanca. The finale of Casablanca is a romantic moment for him. There's lots of fashion pictures, so here's something. Veiled References is another essay. He talks about Angelina Jolie. There's a picture of her wedding dress, or an illustration of it. Picture of her meeting the Queen. I love her suit. Angelina Jolie's suit in that, although I love the Queen style. I think she's awesome. Also, happy birthday, Your Majesty, Queen Elizabeth. But then it also talks about Tom Cruise and his Oprah jumping on the couch, or Tom jumping on Oprah's couch thing. So there's just... it goes back and forth. Some of them I'm like, oh yes, totally, that moment is so romantic and that definitely inspires romance. And then others, it was kind of like, okay, I guess that's his personal opinion. So I bought this book for the book club. I'm not sure I would repurchase this. I got it on Amazon. I don't know. I collect books. Okay, one moment that I definitely agreed with is the Chanel No. 5 film that was made several years ago with Nicole Kidman. Some of the images that came out of that are just stunning. And I've always loved this picture of her. Let me get it not with the glare. Anyway, oh, beautiful. So some definitely hits it right on the head. Others is like, okay, maybe I'm just not the right generation or something. But each essay was really interesting. So I think you have to approach this book not as a fashion book, but more as a cultural history book. And a look into a bit of the American cultural psyche, although there's some international stuff as well. But yeah, it's not a fashion book, and I think that's where initially I was a little bit disappointed, because it wasn't like his 100 Unforgettable Dresses, which, let me just pull that out. That is on my dissertation shelf. So this book, 100 Unforgettable Dresses, is what it says. Each essay is on a different amazing, unforgettable dress. I've got one Jackie Kennedy is wearing marked out. It looks like she's got a few dresses that he's labeled unforgettable. So like that pink one, which she wore to a state dinner in 1962. Oh, the red gown in Pretty Woman. Yes. Like, this book lives up to what it says. 100 absolutely unforgettable dresses. I agreed with pretty much all of them, even the ones that I hadn't seen before. It's like, yeah, now it's totally unforgettable in my mind. But this book, just not a fashion book in the same way that this book is. But still would recommend tracking it down. I would recommend, if your local library has it, reading it there, or if you really like just cultural history, popular history, you know, pop culture type stuff, then you probably would like this book. Just don't go into this book expecting it to be all romantic fashion, because there's some of that in here, but not a lot. So that's that book. Then the second book is, you kind of got an extra book review, the 100 Unforgettable Dresses. I should do a more detailed review. If you have any questions about that book, just put them in the comments below. This one, Badgley Mischka, American Glamour. So Badgley Mischka, which is Mark Badgley and James Mischka, have been designing since the late 80s, I think, is when they got out of design school. Shameless, like, I can't help myself. It's autographed. I got to meet them. So this was another ACI book club pick. But then Mark and James actually came to the Phoenix Art Museum and did a kind of discussion with Danita Sewell, who's the curator of fashion at the art museum, and kind of had a chat about their career, and it was amazing. They donated this gorgeous blue dress, which I think I've marked it somewhere in here, and then I featured it in the Defining Moments exhibition video because they did donate it, and it was worn by Kate Winslet to the, I'm trying to find it so I get the year right, to the 2005 Oscars, the 77th Academy Awards in 2005. So this is the dress, and this is now, or I'm wrong one, this dress is now part of the permanent collection at the Phoenix Art Museum, which I think is brilliant. So this dress, or this book, really chronicles their career. What I love is that it's got a foreword by Andre Leon Talley, who is wonderful, and writes a really beautiful foreword. And then the introduction and the kind of history side of things was written by Danita Sewell, who absolutely knows her stuff. I mean, the woman is a complete genius. I cannot sing her praises loudly enough. She is an absolute treasure, and the Phoenix Art Museum is so lucky to have her. Anyway, I will stop being a fangirl about my favorite curator. She's also a personal friend, and I just adore her. She's the nicest, kindest, most amazing person. And so she writes the kind of history, the more scholarly side of things. There's just beautiful pictures. Just each page after the other is beautiful pictures, including close-ups of the beading. There's a section in here on the beading, about how they do it, what goes into that process. They also joke about how they have a PhD in beading, which I would agree. We know where all the cottage industries are, the development of original beads and designs is a really important part of our process and requires a lot of back and forth. I'm quoting from the book there. They also say all the beading is done in Bombay, India, where it is a centuries-old male profession often passed down from one generation to the next. Traditional techniques have inspired adaptations that have been refined for couture gowns. Striving for innovation every season, Badgley and Mischka continuously work on new ideas that push the boundaries of beading. For years they have been selecting beads that blend into the fabric to enhance its texture, blurring the line between bead embroidery and a custom fabric. Just gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. This is one of those books where every time you turn the page, I mean, this video could easily be 3 hours long of me just showing you each page, which I won't do because number one, that's long, and number two, you should just go out and buy the dang book yourself. It also has a section on Hollywood glamour because Badgley Mischka has been a brand, a design brand worn on the red carpet since the beginning of kind of red carpet fashion. So it's pretty amazing how far they've come. I also really like that they design all ages and all body types. So here's Jane Fonda, Heather Headley, Edie Falco, and Oprah Winfrey. Each of them a different age, each of them a different body type. They're not just, you know, one size, they're not just one age. Like, if you just love being and feeling glamorous and wearing beautiful gowns, which who doesn't, they've got you covered. And I think that's why they have such a mass appeal in the Hollywood industry, because they're just gorgeous. And then it goes into the bridal section, which again, absolutely stunning pictures and beautiful, beautiful gowns. That one is just, oh, I just get so excited and I die a little bit of happiness when I'm flipping through this book. The close-ups too, it's just, as someone who's been a designer and who studies design, I like to be able to really look at the close-ups. A lot of the books that I have just do long shots of the gown, and they don't really go into detail. And when you're looking at some of the really historical gowns, the details are what makes those dresses. So I love that because the beading and the embroidery and the details are one of the things that make Badgley Mischka gowns so incredible. I love that they actually took the time to do some really intricate close-up shots. It's just, this book really is amazing. And then they go into timeless silhouettes and look at cocktail gowns and evening gowns, which just, again, you know, I just die. So that's the Badgley Mischka book, American Glamour. I really do strongly recommend this to anyone who's studying fashion, anyone who's into fashion history, artistry, craftsmanship, anyone who just likes beading. Maybe you're not into fashion, but you like beading and embroidery. This is beading and embroidery on fashion, on dresses, but it's still just, the pictures are so gorgeous to look at. I also have some footage from their visit to the Phoenix Art Museum. So I will try to insert that here.
Style over the years?
You know, James and I have never been about office clothes. We've never been about sportswear. There's so many designers that do that so beautifully. If we had to go make a white shirt or a blazer, we'd probably kill ourselves. I don't even know where we'd start. But, you know, we love the fantasy of evening clothes, and glamour for us is always our mantra. If you were to come to our office, you'd see all the girls running around all day long in little black cocktail dresses, and we have a very warped sort of opinion on what day clothes are. You know, most people, our you know, what we consider day is black tie to a lot of people. But we've always been inspired by old Hollywood,
We used to spend all of our free time watching old movies. Betty Davis is one of our very favorites. Rita Hayworth, Joan Crawford, first time her personality. A lot of the very beautiful
photography, you know, the old Morel and the old Avnon, all that type of thing is so timeless and such a constant inspiration. We're sort of like magpies. Anything that barely flickers, we love. We're known, yeah, we're known for our embellishment and for our embroideries and our beading, and that's really at the end of the day what our customer comes to us for. Total connection is a complete blur where it starts and stops, but at the time, there really wasn't one. And we started to get a few calls from girls like Ramona, for example, from Hollywood saying, oh, you know, we'd love to borrow that gown for the Oscars. And we're like, really? Yeah, yes. And then it became what it is today.
That's what it is.
You can see just how special.
Yeah, so that's the first book review. Let me know what you think of this, if you like these book reviews, if there are certain types of books that you would like me to focus on. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Drop me a comment in the box below. I love, love, love hearing from you guys. Subscribe to this channel if you would like to. I would love you forever, and that would be amazing. And yeah, I'll see you in whatever the next video ends up being, because I haven't filmed it yet. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, awkward goodbye. Smile for the camera. Bye-bye.